Welcome to the fourth module of our MOOC, in which we discuss the policy framework of EU space governance. In this first video, we will explore the European Commission's priorities for space in its policies from 2019 to 2024. The European Union's space governance has been the subject of growing importance in recent years, simply because the Union's role in the space sector has become increasingly significant. And really, the European Commission's priorities for space governance in the 2019 till 2024 period really do reflect this trend. Now, one of the key priorities for the European Commission here really is to align the Union's space policy with its broader policy objectives. Now, we have seen that really this approach was early on adopted by the European Commission to justify action on space before a specific space competence had been granted to the EU by the Lisbon Treaty. But it really continues to be the basis for the Union's actions in space to this day as well. And this is because, as you'll recall from our previous videos, Article 189 of the Treaty on the Function of the European Union mandates the EU to draw up a space policy to promote scientific and technical progress, industrial competitiveness, and the implementation of its policies. Now, conversely, the Commission has also emphasized the need really to integrate space-related considerations into other policy domains, such as climate change, the digital economy, and security. So, taken together, this approach really aims to maximize synergies, right, between space capabilities and other policy areas, in order to ensure that the European Union can really leverage its space assets to tackle a wide range of challenges. Finally, the Commission has also continuously emphasized the importance of fostering cross-sectoral cooperation and dialogue, recognizing essentially that effective space governance requires a coordinated effort across different policy domains. Now, these mutually reinforcing Commission objectives and priorities are reflected in, among other policy documents, the 2021 Action Plan on Synergies between civil, defense, and space industries. As Margrethe Vestager, the Executive Vice President for a Europe Fit for the Digital Age, has said, we need synergies for a number of critical technologies. And this action plan is a systematic and methodological approach to synergies in critical technologies across the three worlds. The idea is for innovations to systematically reach multiple uses by design and to allow tapping into the huge innovation potential of researchers and startups. Now let's delve into the key aspects of the European Commission's space agenda and understand how it aligns with the broader Union policy goals. So the Commission priorities for space from 2019 to 2024 are guided by the vision of ensuring that Europe remains a global leader in space. And the Commission aims to leverage space activities to address significant societal challenges, boost the economy, and enhance Europe's strategic autonomy. So the primary objectives here can be summarized as follows. First of all, enhancing space data utilization. Secondly, boosting space industry competitiveness. Thirdly, ensuring space security and autonomy. Fourthly, fostering international cooperation. And finally, promoting space research and innovation. So first, let's talk about enhancing space data utilization. So the European Commission really recognizes the transformative potential of space data for various sectors, including climate monitoring and disaster management. So by promoting open access to space data and by supporting innovative applications, the Commission wants to really drive economic growth and wants to address societal challenges effectively at the same time. And the the main way to do this really is by maximizing the benefits of those EU flagship space programs we've heard so much about, like Galileo and Copernicus specifically, for other EU policies. So as we know, Galileo is Europe's GNSS system, which provides high accuracy positioning services. The Commission really aims to ensure Galileo's full operational capability and to promote its applications across different industries such as agriculture and urban planning. Now, Copernicus, we all know that, is the EU Earth observation program, and it really delivers accurate and timely data on a global scale. Now, the Commission's focus here is on expanding the use of Copernicus data to support other policies, primarily really the European Green Deal, climate action, as well as sustainable development, security, and defense applications as well. Now, that was the first priority. The second priority, as we've seen, is boosting space industry competitiveness. So the space industry is growing. It's a vital part of the European economy, and it contributes to job creation, technological innovation, and competitiveness really on a global scale. Now, over the years, the European Commission has outlined several strategies to enhance the competitiveness of this European space sector. First up here is supporting SMEs and startups. So the Commission really aims to create a favorable environment for small and medium-sized enterprises, SMEs, and for startups in the space sector. The Commission does this by, among other things, providing access to funding, fostering innovation hubs, and by overall reducing bureaucratic hurdles. And the main initiative here is the so-called Cassini initiative. Secondly, investing in new technologies. So the Commission also prioritizes investment in cutting-edge technologies such as quantum communication, space-based connectivity, and artificial intelligence. The European Space Agency plays a particularly important role in these different initiatives through collaborative projects with the European Union. So, for example, the upcoming IRIS Squared flagship program will implement the European quantum communication infrastructure to provide secure connectivity. Finally, strengthening the industrial base. By promoting a robust and competitive industrial base, the Commission wants to ensure that Europe can develop and manufacture critical space technologies domestically. And this is also related to the third Commission priority in space for the present period, which is to ensure space security and autonomy. Right, so strategic autonomy in space is crucial for the European Union's security and independence. Of course, this importance has only grown since the Russian invasion in Ukraine in 2022. The European Commission has since then increasingly emphasized the need to protect space infrastructure and to ensure secure access to space services. And it has mentioned really the following as priorities. First of all, space situational awareness, or SSA. SSA refers to the need to develop capabilities to monitor and respond to space threats, such as space debris, but also cyber attacks. And the Space Surveillance and Tracking, or SST framework, is a crucial part of this. And the Commission has mentioned, well, this really is something that needs to be expanded in the next coming years. Secondly, secure communications. So, of course, the increasing use of space for security purposes also reinforces the need to enhance secure satellite communications for government and military uses. The European Union has traditionally done this through its GovSatcom, or Governmental Satellite Communications Project. But this will, as we have noted, soon be updated with the Union's IRIS² flagship program in the next years. And then finally, independent launch capabilities is another key priority whose urgency has really been demonstrated by the Russian invasion of Ukraine. So it refers to the need to support the development of European launchers such as Ariane 6. This is of course necessary in order to reduce Europe's reliance on non-European launch services. So security clearly can also only be achieved through close international alliances, and this brings us to the fourth priority of the European Commission for space, which is fostering international cooperation in space. Clearly, international cooperation is key to address global challenges, but also to advance the Union's own space objectives. And this is why the European Commission actively engages with international partners to promote space diplomacy and collaborative initiatives. Here it focuses on the following three angles. First of all, bilateral and multilateral agreements with partners. As we have seen in previous videos, the Commission aims to strengthen partnerships with major spacefaring nations, and to this effect it participates actively in global space diplomacy forums, such as the UN Committee on the Peaceful Uses of Outer Space, or UN COPUOS, which we've talked about. Secondly, Global Navigation Satellite Systems, GNSS, serves as an important tool for international cooperation for the EU as well. Specifically, the European Commission collaborates with other GNSS providers to ensure interoperability and to really improve global navigation services. A third angle then concerns climate and environmental monitoring. The European Commission and European External Action Service actively work with international organizations and countries to share data and expertise from Copernicus for global concerted climate action. Finally, the fifth point, research and innovation are also cornerstones of the European Commission's space strategy, And the Horizon Europe program in particular is a key instrument here in funding dedicated space research and in fostering innovation. So this EU research and innovation program allocates significant funding for space-related projects. It encourages collaboration between academia, industry, and public institutions as well. So to conclude, the European Commission's priorities for space from 2019 to this year, 2024, really reflect a growing comprehensive approach from the EU to leverage space for the benefit of European society and European economy. And by enhancing space data utilization, boosting industry competitiveness, ensuring security and autonomy, fostering international cooperation, and promoting research and innovation, the European Union really aims to maintain its leadership in space and to address critical challenges. And of course, as we move forward, the commitment and the continued commitment to these priorities will really be essential in realizing the full potential of space for Europe and beyond. So stay tuned for the next video, where we will dive into the position that space occupies in the EU's common foreign security policy and external relations.